Welcome back to some more FTL Multiverse with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun. Last episode we took out a lot of eight-legged weirdos that we don't like, other than the ones that Leah put on the ship because they were comical. We also have a queen on our ship who is pretty much useless but is pretty cool, so that's why they're sticking around. Massive, massive fella. Nobody probably wants to be named after the queen, so it's probably a good job that we don't have the opportunity. This isn't a live stream or anything. But if you have enjoyed the video so far, please do let me know. The old like and subscribe would be appreciated. At the end of the last episode, I don't know if it was due to misclick or because I only had one option. I haven't checked the recording. This is still the same recording for me. We are in the Coalition Stronghold, which, if you remember the last time we were in the Coalition sector, our backsides got thoroughly pushed in. So we're going to see what happens. It doesn't take long for the elite guard to notice you. You will rue the day you came here, Federation ship. You know the best part of being an elite? I get to be creative with how I kill the likes of you. What system do you value the least? All of them. Well, clearly we're not going to say oxygen, because that would just outright murder us. The clone bay would likely be pretty bad too. We need shields, we need weapons, we can't board them or anything. So I guess we're going with cloaking. I see you very well. I see you now. No, blah, 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 blah. I see you know very well that you can't hide from us. So they just disable our cloaking, which is stinky, but it could be a lot worse. We just don't have anything else to do. And they have an ASB, which is just gross. Okay, well, at least we can put the 1 point we would normally put in cloaking into engines. We have a 40% dodge chance. Our dodge luck has not been great. They have mind control. They have boarding. They have a Rockman Crusader, which is the scariest bit. This guy has 319 hit points. That's gross. Well, I mean, we wish we could have one, but that is disgusting. What they don't have is a drone control system, so I know I can hack them with impunity. You better believe that's what we're going to do. We can mind control them, at least initially. So we want a heavy ion on their shields. But as soon as we get down to no shield, we're firing all of our other stuff. So, chain heavy, go on weapons. Conservative energy, probably also go on weapons right now. That'll keep them busy for a bit. Shields are down, so mini-ish beam is going to do that. And slow that all down. This Mantis is terrible at repairing. We are now going to mind control the Rockman. And have him come in here so they can't repair things. Don't auto-fire the Spontoon. This is going to hurt. Right in our piloting, that sucks. Because now we have no dodge. Actually, you would be the worst to go in there because you can't heal for Toffee. Get the medic in there. Pontoon. Do that, because I don't want you to be able to unmind control that. Yeah, our no dodge here is terrible, but what are you going to do? Luckily, they're going to be down very soon. The chain heavy at least is doing so. It's not a great weapon in my opinion, but for 1 power it's not bad. 51 scrap. Love that. We are going to salvage, and we are going to pray to the shrine and get diddly and squat. Here's what it is. That was a lot better than I thought it was going to go. So we have a distress. We should probably... I'm thinking about putting the solar kernel in. We have so much in the way of missiles. I think we might do this at this point. It needs 5 power to power it all up. But we can do that. We can nearly afford a 4th layer of shields if we do that, but not quite yet. Interesting that the reactor disappears. I think it's because it got a limit on how much reactor it can have. Which is fine for the record. So we can do that for now. Maybe put the solar kernel up front. Because we always want this going no matter what. Okay, and we'll go to the distress. little bit scary. We don't have enough reactor power for everything we want to do, but it's fine. Something's off about the nebula in this beacon. They closed their... They have 4 levels of shield now. I'm glad I changed my setup when I did. Okay. What do they have? No hacking, no mind control, no cloaking. So they are all shield all the way. Need to start on that immediately. Now, the solar kernel can auto-fire pretty much with impunity. The question is, where do we want it to go? With all these bombs, I'm thinking we want to go for weapons. And then we can let the chain heavy just keep piling in damage on the shields. Yeah, probably do something like that, and we won't auto-fire the spontoon yet, but we should probably get the heavy ion to auto-fire. You guys are not immune to mind control, but unfortunately the pilot is. So the make all the evasion bad game's not going to work. We want to mind control that mantis then. Bomb on the shield, that's fine. The spontoon can't break through yet, but it won't be far away. There it goes. You guys have no dodge, that wasn't smart. The pilots run away. Fire in the weapons room. We did get bombed in our doors, but that could be a lot worse. There we go, that was nice and easy. Now we got pretty poor result, really. That wasn't a lot of stuff. Heal you guys up, and then once the door's fixed, which should be any second now, come on. Slugs don't have a... I don't even think this type of slug has a penalty to hit repairing, but that's okay. We don't have any crew that specializes in repairing on this ship. We don't have... It's weird to say that. We don't have any mantis, but we don't have any crew that's good at repairing. They're just all average. Weird. They have hacking. I'm going to let you make the decision on what you want to hack first. Oh, you can't, because I have a Zoltan shield. I forgot. Ah. But they do have 4 bars of shields, so we need to fix that. And then solar kernel on the weapons, chain heavy on the shields, heavy ion on the shields, and then we wait for the spontoon. And we want to mind control their pilot. Thank you. We probably want to be able to cloak here. Now we don't have to worry about it so much, but I'm going to cloak anyway. Just to give us a bit of time, make sure our shields are all up. Oh, they're hacking our cloaking, that's cute. That is adorable. Unfortunately for you, you don't really have any weapons right now. I would say weapons are pretty important. Shame we got a level of... come on, get the shields down. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Now we can use our spontoon. Just in case you try and run away, let's have you not do that. Yep, they're trying to run away around Q. No, you're a rebel ship. You get to go the way of the dodo. Absolute nopers. Don't need to fire any more solar kernel. You are done. And our buddy's getting so good at weapons. So quick. Erwin is now top at weapons. Excellent, eh? Where do we want to go? We haven't seen anything. So let's go jump to the middle, as we do. See if we can find anything of note. Ooh! They're clearly not happy about our presence. Gee, I wonder what gave you that impression. That every ship here is unhappy with our presence? It's just all these guys have 4 levels of shield now, so we have genuine issues to contend with. And these guys can get my Zoltan shield down very quickly, so we do want to make sure we take weapons offline as soon as we can. A similar pattern to before. They don't have a full crew of slugs, although it's a slug that's piloting again. What type of mantis are you? You're a C.U.R.A. Yeah, we'll definitely mind control you and waste everybody's time there on that ship. cloak so we don't get fully massacred by all the bombs. They have a breach in their shield room. The Spontoon can now do this to make sure they have a harder time boarding us. There's a fire in the weapons room, which makes sense. It's a solar kernel in there. Solar kernel can now go for the shields, and the chain heavy can now go for the weapons. Wow, he's going real quick, that C.U.R.A. He's got all the caffeine going. Yeah, now they're in bad times. We don't need any more solar kernels. The Rockman's like, I can help with the fire if only this door would work. Doors are hard. How many times have you walked into a door frame? Like, legitimately. It's so easy. Ooh, a radiation bomb. Like a joke, but you walk in door frames all the time. I don't usually walk into a solid closed door. I've got eyes, but it's easier said than done. 131 scrap. We probably want to do internal upgrade, cloaking, shadow weaponry. There we go. Thank you kindly. And then go to the distress. Now we have some more nuance in when we want to do cloaking. Yeah, we'll investigate. We're going to keep looking. I guess we'll take the slug with us. You have to help the Mantis. They did this a pirate, but with the banner of the Hive. I don't have anything for you to do, though. I assume I still get the quest marker without having to put you on board. It's just you're worse than Starger in every way. I wish I could put you in the cargo hold. There's the pirate. So this is, I'm guessing, where we potentially get a new ship. I'm gonna dodge you briefly and see if I can get enough scrap for a 4th layer of shields before I get involved. I might not be able to. Oh, not you again. Well, we're gonna do the last minute. This guy nearly absolutely murdered us last time. I'm just going to say it as it is. This guy is terrible. He has mind control, but it's not going to be available straight away, so we'll do that. And then we're going to do that. Heavy ion on the shields. Get hacking on the shields. And again, they have a slug pilot, so I can't get the evasion to go in the bin. Funny, I'm wondering if this ship's not as dangerous as the other one. The first time I encountered this ship type, it was absolutely horrendous, but this one doesn't look as bad. Am I just blind? Yeah, Rockman, you get in there and wreck some weapons for me, please. Spontoon, you can do some work. Wow, look at all those resists. But they did system damage, which is the key thing. Do that and slow the process down for them. The fire is going to absolutely wreck the slug that's trying to stop the Rockman. I probably don't need to use the solar kernel again, but I'm going to fire one more. There you go. No, absolutely not. Your brethren nearly absolutely devastated the last time we dealt with one of these ships, so you can better believe you're getting wrecked. You didn't even give me a great scrap reward, so I'm just wondering if we got incredibly unlucky the last time we were here. Distress beacon, sure. Small skirmish. A crystal sentinel is fending off multiple coalition vessels. A rockman on the lead ship says, stay out of this. No, I'm going to take them on. How about no? Maybe we don't bully the little guy. Maybe there's a valid reason, but I don't know it, and you didn't tell me, so whose fault is that? I too have cloaking, friend. I'm just waiting until you fire all those missiles. You don't have shields, which is a bad decision for you. So we are going to cloak. We are going to cloak, but we're going to hack all their weapons. We are going to fire a solar kernel at their cloaking, and then everything else is going to be pretty much spread around. Like that. And I'm going to cloak through that because I don't want them to break through my Zoltan shield. And what kind of creature are you? I can't even tell. Oh, it's a mantis. Well, that's bad news for them. I was hoping it'd be some type of weird creature I didn't recognize, but alas, no. So much damage resistance. Like, what are the odds? 15? 17. Feels like it happens more often than that, but what are you going to do? I don't need to fire another solar kernel. That's fine. Not that we're low on missiles or anything, but I don't need to fire it. Check on the crystals. Ooh! Elite crystal charger. Only needs 1 power. Only fires 1 shot, although you can charge it to 2. Does 2 layers of shield piercing and locks down rooms. That's an interesting choice. Comparing it to the chain heavy. It fires the same rate the chain heavy does, kind of. Fires 2 for the price of 1, but then the chain heavy gets down to 4, not 6.5. This only does 1 damage rather than 2, though. But it does pierce shields. That's an interesting weapon. Not sure how I feel about that. I think it's an okay weapon. I think it's cool, but I don't think it's that great. It's not bad, but not that great. That's a shame. Cloaking! Rude. Very rude. Not very demure at all, this ship. Well, no, this is going pretty well. The last time we went to the Coalition, it was horrendous. This is definitely an improvement. We are going to definitely hack their shields down. And then we're going to go with the weapon, shield combo. Are they all slugs? No, they are not, which is excellent. So we're going to go and have them fight because they can. All those ions missing is excellent. Get that started because I've got to hit the button on time, but it'll still be fine. And then the Spontoon can do lots of fun things. Like that. Take out the Vengeance so they have no dodge. And really the only other thing we have to do is take out their cloaking. So we'll fire a kernel at it. There we go. Now they can't cloak. And there's no escape for them. We might not even have to fire the solar kernel again. I'm not going to. I'm not going to fire the Spontoon yet either, because we don't need... we should. Now they have nothing going on. We do it the other way. I just want to give them more things to have to repair. That wasn't damage efficient. That's a good amount of fuel, but I'm still going to say no. I'm going to say pass on that one, Skip. You try to ruin my life, I'm going to ruin your face. And your entire career. No career for you. Unless it's career in being the afterlife, then congratulations, you're right there. Although having seen the amount we got, we probably should have. There's no way on this earth that they are going to let me shop here, but let's have a go. We have a slug. Okay. Wow. Okay, cool. We'll take that. We're going to run a salvage mission. We've already done that. Nope, we don't have to do any of that then. Cool. Thank you for having slugs and making this possible. So the radiation beams go in. We don't need conservative energy. And this missile launcher is fine, but not compared to what we have going on. The kernel's so much better. Do we have anything in here worth buying? Laser changer is the heavy, but trading 2 damage for 2 shots. That's really about it. I think it's probably a little bit better than the heavy. I don't think it's amazing, but arguably it's better. I don't know. Firing 1 shot every 10 seconds, getting it down to 4, maybe it's not as good. I'm thinking about it, maybe it's worse. Random weapon of the day? I mean, we can. We're not going to pick a drone up. I'm going to grab a couple of fuel just in case of emergencies. I don't think we'll need more than that. Just in case we have some event that somehow makes us lose fuel or something weird. Do we play the roulette and get a random weapon? What do we get? Charge. That's rubbish. I don't want that. I don't want that. That's fine. We ran the gamble. It didn't pay off. It is what it is. Okay. So what we're going to do then is we are going to do that for contingency. Oh, we can't quite. If we do that, we can still get 1 energy. So we have level 4 shields now. But we can't really afford to do it. There's a slug store there. Dang. Should have checked that one first. Let's see what if there's anything here. The nearby slug station is soliciting various reasonably priced items. It seems so normal, you're almost certain it's a trick. We're going to use our slug crew. Though the entire transaction, through it, everything goes completely normal. Okay. Well, I'm glad we had a slug crew. Do you have anything that we'd want? No. I think it turns out that we were fine doing what we did. I mean, they have augments. But, I mean, the merchant beacon is funny, but not important right now. Yeah, this is not worth it. Really? So I'm not upset. Really, the question is, do I hold on to this elite chain crystal charger? Is it better than using a spontoon beam? I don't think it is. Fires quicker, for sure. Well, I still can't believe this is our weapon setup. It's kind of depressing. There's another store there too, but we have to go to the pirate. Let's go get that done. So many stores. Looks like you found the right location because the ship in front of you is certainly a pirate, just a very well-equipped one. Yeah, we're going to hail it. As soon as the mantis appears on the screen, the memories come flooding back. This is no ordinary pirate. This is guy whose name I can't pronounce. Perhaps the most infamous warrior in the galaxy. A muscular mantis in red armor flexes his sharp appendages in front of the camera. You're not of the Coalition, but you carry boldness to approach me. It would seem neither of us meant to be here. What is the Federation ship doing in Coalition space? It's been the longest time since I've drawn arms against your people. We could say the same about you. And ask. Clever words, but you should know it's foolish not to answer the question of Mantis Captain. I am here doing what you could not. Prized, though dear Guy is to be, she has made grave mistake in forming the Coalition. It is dishonourable, and I could not see it meant to last. Federation sees it too, but they will not act. They would rather allow Coalition to collapse on itself than take action. You use precious bureaucracy as shield of responsibility, rather than taking action to prevent galactic-scale destruction. Getting too close to home, man. So to solve that, you're massacring entire towns. I take action where no one else would. All filth who live in these lands are far from innocent. They allow Coalition to exist, and so they are no better than the Federation or the Coalition. You are pointing finger, but I do not see you taking action. I mean, fair, but I mean, why do you have to murder me for it? That's the wrong place to have boarded. But that is the wrong decision. So, what do you have going on? You're going to board us en masse. That is certain. Weapons are not that powerful. You do have a defense drone. So, hacking is not the play here, which is going to suck because there are 4 layers of shield. We should probably get the defensive, the engine, not engine. The words are escaping me. The install onboard piece that makes defensive drones ineffective. We do want that. But on the flip side, we can at least power up our shields. So I guess we're going this combination. And we are going to want to start with getting our heavy ion on shields. And we want to get our chain heavy going too. We want the we can't fire the solar kernel really either. So I guess what we do is we do this to start. We're going to fire our solar kernel and our hacking at the same time. It can only shoot down one of them. I do not want to. It doesn't really matter what I aim for because the whole point is that the hacking will follow it. I don't want you to auto fire. There we go. Thank you. They're going to break that, and that's going to be mildly annoying, but it could be a lot worse. I'm going to power it up in the meantime. I do that or something. Okay, you just fired, so we're going to go and hack for shields. I did not time them adequately well, and it shot both down. Cool. I didn't mean to hit cloaking either, so that's excellent. You two are now going to squabble together. So let's try this again. Go for shields. For both of you. Wow, he missed. Okay, well, that works for me too. Hack that down. We're still going to have the solar kernel fire for now, purely because I want to hopefully have it miss once. It might miss, it might not. But either way, we can at least get the spontoon going, and we probably want to do this. I think I screwed that up by moving it the last second. That's what I wanted. That's also an incredibly bad room for you to pick. Not for me, but for you. Kitty, don't do that. Silly cat scratching the carpet. Give him some pet punches. Your drone down? No, it's not. Don't fire that yet. Okay, our backup battery's gone down. It's run out of energy. That's fine. Those doors can be closed. You're going to come in any second now anyway. That is a slightly more annoying room for you to pick. We're just going to do that for now. I guess that. If you want to be occupied by my sensors, that's okay. Mind control. Just give him a shot. Perfect. We're going to cloak, please. Yeah, mistakes were made. Can I get you to run in here before you convert back? Thank you. Don't want you to lose a lot of health. Get the shields down. I should have waited till I had 3 power on it, but that's fine. Not doing this the cleanest way possible, but we should be perfectly fine. Close all those doors, and then we'll just have our spiders wipe that spider out. Okay, what are you going to choose to hack? Nothing. So what we're learning here is we still need more reactor power. I think that's pretty apparent. Mind control you, please, so we have some better dodge. Oh, wow, you caused a fire in there, but that's okay. Open that for some oxygen. There you go. Cloak through the flak. Thank you. And then what we want to do is this temporarily. We want to get this down as much as possible. I've had the spontoon on auto fire the whole time when I shouldn't have, but it's fine. This time it'll work out. That's rude going into the batteries. You set a random room on fire too. Okay. That's a hard room to vent. So I guess you two are just going to go in here and put the fire out. Meanwhile, I guess the Duda is going to come in and deal with the guy with the battery pack situation. To do that, somebody will go and repair that afterwards. It really doesn't matter. The drone is still somehow not offline. So, don't know how he's managed that, but it's still going. Okay, you ran away. Perfect. Thank you. You've dealt with the fire. Excellent. So you can see, without our ability to bypass defensive drones, we are quite inefficient at taking out certain ships, I think it's fair to say. You can go and help the Duda. Otherwise it'll be building it forever. Mind control. Cloak through all that nonsense. Okay, now you can fire. Madness. My legacy does not end here. Okay, buddy. Well, you didn't offer me anything, so we snuck that solar kernel through because he was busy, which is excellent. So they're going to have a fire in here inevitably. We do need to shoot, though. They're piloting. Chain heavy can now go there. Come on. Come on! I need to just get the hacking involved, and then the spontoon will do the rest. Don't auto-fire. Okay. Can't fire yet, because again I had it on auto-fire by accident, because I'm stupid. Hack, cloak, mind control... Oh, they're delayed because their pilot had to leave. Mind control somebody in there, it doesn't matter who it is. Put the battery on, so we have some more dodge. And then the spontoon is going to do that, and they're toast. Excellent. So again, not the smoothest fight, but it went fine. The once proud and esteemed Mantis Warrior has fallen, and for what? His message was not a lie, but without him to tell it, no one else will. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. Can you heal the dude? Thank you. And then we continue jumping. We have a few jumps still to go, so I'm wondering if you go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that'd be safe. I think. Because we're in the nebula for a lot of it. And if not, we have cloaking, so it's not a disaster. Wow, that's a lot of options. A message, seemingly of theocracy origin, is broadcast towards your ship. However, it seems to come from a lone rock. At last, an outsider. I am tired of theocracy, tired of Catholicism, and now I've become tired of the Coalition as well. But still, if I were to defect, I worry that my family would see punishment. So I beg of you, help me fake my death. You receive a set of coordinates. I'm transmitting the location of my encampment. I can get a shuttle. You're going to have to figure out the rest. Okay, so we could use hacking to falsify the logs. We could use the clone bay to just fake his death. Ion weapons to disable his engines before he clears the planet. Wouldn't that kill him, though? I think this is the nicest option. You invite the Rockman onto your ship, he cocks his head and asks how do you intend to fake his death. As your clone bay registers a new passenger, you have him unceremoniously kicked back out of the airlock to smash into the ground below. I don't need crew, as you may have noticed this entire run, but this is an interesting choice. Rockman Outcast would normally be taken in every situation, but again, I don't see him as an improvement over anything we've already got. So, we helped you, and now we're going to let you be free. How nice are we? We're so kind this run. Yeah, I'm thinking 1, 2, 3. We'll see if there's anything at the leech store. Probably not. Maybe they're just fighters. This is the station that's going to board us. I'm just going to attack them, I think. Nobody cares. The leeches don't care. Asteroid's not great for our shield tactics, but that's okay. We definitely don't need to hack here, so we can go full dodge. And I'm thinking we might want to... Well, they don't have any dodge at all because they're a station. So how about we just do that? Distract them. That works for me. So the heavy ion can go for shields, for sure. The chain heavy can do that. I'm just going to shoot at their weapons once, probably with the solar kernel. Then as soon as we get down to 1... I'm just going to cloak now, in fact. We have 100% dodge like this. So they're going to have way more problems before we have to worry about it. Do that. Their battery's offline. They've now got fires to contend with. That's not a terrible deal, but no. I don't think so. They are now going to get just absolutely massacred. But nothing to do with us. Just pure asteroids. 45 scrap's pretty good. Let's get out of here. So yeah, so we can now go to the penultimate sector beacon. Beautiful. So... Unexpected guest arrives. A vampweed ship powered down. Yeah, we'll hail them. What do you want? What are you doing here? Demand to know what they're doing here. We were ordered to come to the sector in order to receive a data slate from a coalition liaison. They said they'd meet us on the edge of the nebula, but we ran into you first. Who sent them? No clue, but the authorization codes on the order checked out would have to be sent by the Premier or one of his cabinet members. Members? This is all classified, though. Why am I telling you this again? You can see panic being spread across his face. He seems too stunned to speak further. Demand payment for your silence. Wow, free stuff for doing nothing. Love it. Look the exit. We will explore, and it's a rebel. I'm okay with this. They are going to cloak, but they can't board us because of our Zoltan shield. Take a shot every time I've said that, you'll probably be half in the bag on the way to hospital. Probably sucking from an oxygen bag. Alright, 3 layers of shields. Probably worth hacking them. I mean, if we're going to hack, we might as well... Oh, I forgot to put the power in there. Real smart big brain play. We only need 1 layer of cloaking right now. That's fine. Heavy ion goes on shield. We know the drill. Solar kernel goes for weapons. The chain heavy can go for shields this time because I'm not that scared of this weapon setup. And we are going to mind control the pilot as soon as they board us. Perfect. You come in here. You come in here. These guys are going to regret their decision very quickly. Massive fire in the shield room. That's not going to be very good for you. Let's take out their cloaking. Or at least knock it down. Didn't take it out, but it's fine. For a ship that has no boarding, we've been dealing with a lot of combat. We've been surprisingly good at it, too. No. No, that's not happening. Don't need the solar kernel at this point. These guys are absolutely triple toast with cheese. Like, the shield room's completely on fire. And done. Continue. 172 scrap. Well, where do we want to go now? We have so many options. I think what we're going to do is put a cut in this video here, and then we'll go maybe to the Hive Brood Worlds afterwards. We've had so many dooders on this run, I guess we'll just go back for some more. So if you did enjoy the video, let me know, give it the old like, subscribe to see it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.